Good day, everyone, and welcome to Obedient Family TV, the program now Hope Alive. Yes, Hope Day, and plenty things they happen for Nigeria, and we go carry and come out for all obedience and well-meaning Nigerians worldwide. So greetings to all of you, wherever on a day, on a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Today we don't come again with new things where we say they happen. Chief Bola Tinubu talk say in deserve waiting then they call Guinness World Record. That one with the carry come. Make una for follow us look whether true in deserve for a name today for world record. That one they come. Then plenty things they happen as crowd storm Nasarawa State as then they declare their waiting then they call gubernatorial election result for the appeal court. Plenty things they happen for court. And with that one, people come gather for court. They begin, they shall say, they want so-so candidate and they want so-so candidate. We know, say, bad judgment when they give across the appeal court in Nigeria, there are repercussions for all of this. And plenty protests still they go on for Kanu State. And many more other things will be say we won't carry come. And make sure not forget, say, Keyamo himself, somebody don't open him belly as he don't collect, he don't chop money where the man talk say make a refund and the man just come off from prison and they had the hot. All that one they come and not be only me go talk for here. I get Angel for studio, I get Esther, and our own UC Maxwell go join us for Zoom to discuss and analyze all the court issues and also waiting day.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Welcome. Tell your neighbor, say hope day, but not in our leaders or in our politicians, but in God. Nigerian judiciary is not only suffering from corruption, but a high level of incompetence. Nigerian judiciary is crooked and more. Welcome on board.
For hand, justice for ground. They have turned themselves from gold to firewood. My people, for how long will this thing continue? See fire now where they don't set for Nasarawa and Kanu State. Anyway, join us. We'll have lots more on this discussion. Welcome and join us.
Yes, so make una join us as una there. Whether for comment section, make una tell us how we feel. We won't start with this news where we say as Tinubu, Chief Bola Tinubu don't talk say in deserve to get Guinness World Record Award. And we know say here the Basi don't get, another person don't break in record, but this Tinubu's own, I make I even quote and make you know be say now we the talking for Obedient Family TV. He said, I deserve to be listed in Guinness World Records. Now Tinubu take talk, but instead of say as I take read them out, as I take talk them out, make you even hear them from Tinubu himself as he take talk am, and then we'll come discuss am whether true Chief Bola Tinubu deserve for his name to be listed in Guinness World Record. Let's hear him. We'll not go there.
Day one of my inauguration, I started the reform. Day one. To me, if you didn't mention me in the Guinness Book of Records on it, I will try to find a way to insert myself. Because I did it without expectation. My inaugural speech didn't disclose what I would do that day. I removed the fuel subsidy that is a greatest burden and pipeline to fraud and irregularities, a great burden to Nigerians from the moment I stepped into the office.
So, Angel, coming back, we don't hear waiting Chief Bola Tinubu waiting in talk, and if you ask me, in deserve to get Guinness recognition for several things we say he don't do for Nigeria. Aside of the accomplishments when he talk about Lagos State, he get very serious issues where we say he don't set where we say nobody don't succeed.
Exactly.
And
because one of them be say the day where they inaugurate them, he talk say subsidy gone. Fuel now na 700 or 7 something. No only him don't do one. They will give him award for that one. So many self, even for the Chicago own, they go also give him award because after the whole blah 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 blah, he still remain president. Supreme Court to no come out. INEC dash am the mandate where they stole from our people.
I think what is really very consequential to giving him this very self-deserved honor from Guinness World Record is one, that Nigeria is seriously divided. You understand me? That's one. Then the second thing is that this is the height of one, incompetence from the judiciary as a result of corruption. You get it? Now, like you mentioned, dollar is at 1,000 plus. You know, these are record-breaking achievements that you can call. You understand me?
Yes.
And we can see a lot of companies that are coming to Nigeria, like JSK. You understand me?
Yes.
We don't leave Ghana now, come they enter Nigeria. That one, another big achievement. Then we have so many achievements outside of the 460K for future for US. You understand me? No president don't ever have something like that.
Exactly.
So we can clearly say that Chief Bola Tinubu deserves to be listed in Guinness World Record.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course.
And again, no other person has a file in, or president, so to speak, that has a file in ABI that is worth at least 2,500 pages. You can't beat that. I don't know if you get my point.
Of course.
And so several things. And then it is also in Tinubu that made Abuja to become a state, a 37 states in Nigeria. I can count and count and count. But anyway, Sha, our people will not say, when I get on our own opinion, and those opinions, when I get, when I go for comment section. If when I think, say, I dare wrong, say, you know, deserve it. When I get on now, everybody getting right to express himself. So make on a check whether, waiting at the talk, whether I did correct or you know they correct. Esther.
You know, say, Mr. Kanu, some people, they even talk, say, now from Tinubu regime, we can enter from Shege to Shege Banza Promas.
Exactly.
Now, you don't talk of fuel, you talk of rice, you talk of dollar, you talk of so many things. Only for your own, everything just changed. It just turned in less than 1 year, the whole country and everything has been turned upside down. Putting criminals into power. Look at the likes of Keyamo being accused. Criminals into power. Everything has changed automatically. So you really deserve that award. Bobo Chicago. Even the name, you know, if you talk of identity
so
theft.
You agree with him that he deserves to be listed in Guinness World Record?
As a criminal, yes. Criminal, Guinness Book of Criminal World Record, not the other way around.
Now you they talk that one. The one where we say I know, now if we they talk about certificate forgery, that one, you get as you understand me as somebody where we say a carry certificate where no good, carry go give INEC. You understand me? Exactly. That one, I feel talks I get proof. You understand me? So, but criminal, that one, you go there for one side because, like I said, you need to respect an elder. Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to be respected, and his name need to be published, and he deserves it. And there is something very significant that he said, which is, Angel, he said, you know, even if they did not give it to him, that he can grab it, snatch it, and they add my own, you understand? Yes. And run with it. You understand? Yes. So they better give it to him or he will do the needful. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. With that one, make we waka enter wetin dey happen to Nasarawa as crowd storm appeal court. I say, bad judgment has consequences. Consequences. Na big grammar, but the judgment wey be say they come out from Niger these days. E be like say Nigerians don't they used to the judgments by themselves. You understand me? You know they face them again. No be like say no they shake them for body again. So they talk say yes, business as usual. Yes, but we see say for Kanu, people, even then they throw back tear gas to the police. You understand? Even the police people, they don't know how to, you know, manage the situation. But like I said, there's a time I said that revolution we are talking about might be coming from the north, because the people of Kano State, they want to push them to the wall, trying to enforce or impose somebody that is not who they voted for, as a result of what they call technicalities. You understand?
Yes.
That one go. Now, today we have another one that is coming out for Nasarawa State. You understand me?
Yes.
That Nasarawa own, if you look at it, Angel, you see that it is very, very, first of all, INEC said Governor Sule won. Good, beautiful. We know that INEC has even won not just the Guinness World Record as a corrupt entity in Nigeria.
And they are no longer independent. They
are not independent, we know that. So, we know that Court of Appeal has set aside tribunal judgment that affirmed Abdullahi Sule as this thing. So, let's hear from our own UC Maxwell, who is now joining us on Zoom to have a discussion, as people have already, people stormed the Court of Appeal. There are discussions on this and what is happening in Kanu and the uprising that is bound to happen anytime, since the judiciary continuously give bad judgment. There are repercussions. So Maxwell, thank you for joining us today. Please, quickly, what do you think of this very judgment coming out from Nasarawa State? And again, a slight touch on the repercussions of the bad judgment that happened in Kano, because we heard that the appeal court has done another certified true copy and is finding it difficult to serve Kano State government or the governor himself. Please help us to open up this so that our audience can understand it. Maxwell, are you there? Since the network have started. Okay, while we wait for Maxwell to open up his mic and speak to us, let's look at other things. Okay, Maxwell, yeah, I can hear you now.
You since I've been here, so I didn't hear anything you said until just a few seconds ago.
Okay. Sorry about that. Now, the question is, we have two things that we want you to help us analyze quickly. One has to do with people storming the Court of Appeals in Nasarawa due to the bad judgment that is coming out from the Court of Appeals. And again, the repercussions of what is happening in Kano now, since the Court of Appeal has been seeking, or as they said, that it's been finding it difficult to serve another certified true copy of their judgment that they said is the correct one to Kano State Governor to step down.
Of what we are seeing from Kano State, it's a case of the judiciary as an institution of government siding with another arm of government, or siding with individuals who have decided to rubbish the judiciary, which is meant to be sacrosanct, independent, just, and equitable. Now, we discussed about the issues surrounding this judgment. I think that was yesterday when we had, or the day before yesterday when we had the last conversation. It's unfortunate that a court who said that they made a slip or that they made errors on their judgments and have been given the opportunity to correct those errors can no longer provide a document that the parties to the case can work with. Mr. Kanu, you know that every election petition, be it petitions of first instance or be it appeals, all time bound and they have the time that they run with. And we are now seeing the ineptitude of justices of the courts, that they can no longer avail parties court records, certified through copy of court records, to pursue their appeals. It means that by this deliberate action, because I don't believe that these actions are not deliberate, we saw what happened on February, the elections, we saw what happened in the courts, both at the Court of Appeal and at the Supreme Court regarding the presidential election petition. And we are seeing the same thing playing out, that the court is refusing to provide them these documents. The same thing happened with Peter Obi's case, when he was supposed to go ahead to the Supreme Court to appeal his case, and they are withholding these records. How many days after delivery of judgment? After providing a largely flawed document as a record. So, Mr. Kanu, what we are seeing here is that the court has allowed itself to be corrupted. The court have allowed fraudulent men to begin to manipulate its operations and determine who gets judgments, because it is no longer justice. They now determine who gets judgments depending on the size of your pocket or the strength of your bargaining power. This is what we are seeing. And the fact that people are storming the court only points to one thing. We say that the court is the last hope of the common man, that hope is now lost, and the people have realized it. It is unheard of that citizens, individuals, will storm court premises because of the kind of judgments that are coming from the court. But we are seeing it in a time where APC has come into power and have bastardized every institution. I told you some time ago how Muhammadu Buhari, who was president from 2015 until 2023, was recorded to have violated over 50 orders, and he decided to violate them. It is still under the same APC government where we saw how a sitting Chief Justice of Nigeria was shamed, was embarrassed, and removed out of office in an illegal and clandestine manner. Mr. Kanu, the people have to realize that this is an opportunity for them to take their countries by the hands and make sure that the fight is out, because believe you me, if we continue like this, they will marry in a few years to come. There will be no justice in Nigeria.
Okay. Say something interesting, that one of the judges on the Kanu Governorship Court of Appeal panel judgment is a nephew of the current CJN from Iseyin, who was only appointed to the Court of Appeals Nigeria earlier this year and sworn in on 20th September. He said, actually, don't take my word for it. Please verify. So what do you, they keep saying that they keep appointing their mistresses, their wives, their nephews and everything. And now, this very one is in this very Kanu Governorship Court of Appeal panel that delivered this very judgment. Is it that this CJN is so corrupt to the extent that maybe every panel, his son or his in-law or his nephew or his mistress must be there?
Mr. Kanu, it will not, but the entire leadership of the judicial system, of the judiciary in Nigeria, is perpetually flawed. It is soaked deep in corruption, fraud, manipulation, and any other term that is befitting enough to show the kind of judgments that have been coming out from these courts. It's unfortunate that in our courts today, the mode of appointment is now by either consanguine relationship or by affinity. So it's either you are appointed to become a justice in the Nigerian justice system because you are related to the justices who are there today, either by blood or by marital affair. So we now have genital transactions in our judicial system, where it is now possible for a man to put whoever he pleases, either his child, either his mistress, his wife, whomever, on the seat of the judiciary, and absolutely nothing happens. In fact, I was on a Twitter space where Professor Chidi on the Kanu was brought to talk about these same issues. And he made it very clear. These statements are very true. And he told you not to take his word for it. Well, make your research. The people who are put on these panels have relations in political office. We saw Justice Ogunwumiju that we were shouting during the presidential election petition appeal that was lodged at the Supreme Court, where we told you, Mr. Kanu, that that same justice, one of her sons is a lawyer in the case. The second of her son is an APC politician. And until we started raising these issues and fighting, doing advocacy online, we saw that she was not put on that panel. It's not a new thing. I hope you are aware that the daughters of Mary Odili are already in line. They are already in the justice system. I think they are the Court of Appeal level. If I'm not correct, please don't take my word for it. So this is what we are seeing. We have relations of the Chief Justice of Nigeria who are on these panels and are delivering judgment in political matters, when we know that this same Chief Justice of Nigeria have been rigmaroling with politicians, attending political functions and political meetings. It's highly unfortunate. These were not things that were seen in the days before, during the time of Chukwudi Puta, during the time of Mustafa, and many of these erudite justices who have walked through the court systems in Nigeria. These things were unheard of, but we are seeing it today. And it was so bad, Mr. Kanu, that Justice Musa Datijo, had to talk about these things. So why are we scared of saying it now? That a man who was part of the system came out to condemn it, came out to frown at it, came out to point it out, and it is still happening, and absolutely nothing is being done. The entire judicial system, the entire judiciary in Nigeria has been corrupted, it has been rubbished, and that is why we can no longer get a democratic judgment. We can no longer get a just judgment. We can no longer get an equitable judgment. We can no longer get a fair judgment, free of manipulation and bribery from this court. And it's highly unfortunate that we live in such a time where the people's hope has been dashed by people who are holding political office, and the only place that they can come to is the courts. But it's unfortunate that the courts have joined them in this business. It's now a case of justice for sale. So if you have the highest bid, if you have the highest pocket, the deepest pocket, you get justice. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, Maxwell, thank you very much. Before you joined us, we were talking about what Chief Bola Tinubu spoke about concerning him deserving to be given a Guinness World Record. So while we are discussing in the studio, I wanted to get your input in it. We reason that he has broken so many records that he should actually be given a Guinness World Record. First of all, we have the first time that the dollars are going above 1,000 naira. And then we have our fuel going above 700 for the first time on direct fuel pump. Then we have several other things. We have the several. So I don't know what your own input on this is, since he said he deserves to be given a Guinness World Record.
Mr. Kanu, I feel that the statements of Bola Tinubu are very correct, that he deserves to be given, or his name deserves to be put in the books of, the Guinness World Record. Mr. Kanu, see, what we see in Nigeria is a total joke. Nigeria has become a circus where a sitting selected president is now bothered about whose name appears in the Guinness World Records. He's not bothered about the inflation rate that is at 30%. He's not bothered at the dollar rate, which has skyrocketed. He's not bothered about prices, which are outrageous. Diesel, cooking gas. But what he's bothered about is being on the Guinness World Record. I will tell you the things that he should be there for. He's the first president actually in Nigeria who forged both primary education certificates, secondary education certificates, and a tertiary institution certificate, and was selected by the fraudulent INEC, the Yakubu Mahmoud-led INEC, and the courts to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is the first man, these are records that he holds, to have sold drugs, to have forfeited money in relation to money laundering and forfeiture for drug-related offenses to the tune of $460,000 and still become president. He's the first man. So yes, he's deserving of it. He's the first man that has controlled the wealth of a state in Nigeria. The largest economic hub in Nigeria, the largest production state in Nigeria. One man has controlled it, channeled it to his personal pocket. First man. So he should actually be given the award. But this is not my worry, Mr. Kanu. My worry are the nitwits. My worry are the people who are lacking in reasoning, who still support this government. Mr. Kanu, I'd like to tell you that in many federal institutions in Nigeria now, students can no longer go to school. Fees in a regular government institution, in a regular federal institution, currently, is over 100,000, some 90,000. If you want to do a professional course, you should be talking about 100, 150, 200 and something thousand naira in a federal institution. And they have requested that over 40% of the internally generated revenue from institutions be remitted to the government. And these monies are not used to better the lives of people, but are taken to the individual pockets of these people. It's unfortunate. Mr. Kanu, I also like to tell you, in case you don't know, that today, as we speak, in the northern part of Nigeria, there is still a huge unrest. Bandits are still taking over places in the north. People are still paying monies to bandits to be able to go to their farms, to farm, and to harvest their farm produce. And these are the things that are bothering Bola Tinubu to be in the Guinness World Record. It's unfortunate that we've been put in this same country with people like this, men who are not fit to even be citizens of Nigeria, but they've been given the place of power to the president. It's actually unfortunate, Mr. Kanu.
Okay, thank you very much, Maxwell, for your time and everything. Always come to help us analyze most of the things that I hear. So for now, make we come back for studio. Make we look at waiting our people they talk for X, will be formerly tweets. We hear say first choose Keyamo. Don't enter Basbos again as a minister where him be the money where in it don't choke him. This one they come out from Reportera. They say trouble for Keyamo, Pakistani drug lord who he defrauded of $400,000 set free from US jail. The man don't come out from jail. The man talk saying they come Niger and they must pay me money. Make we see how they take right time. They said exclusive. Keyamo deceived me, defrauded me of $480,000. I want my money back. Pakistani man laments as he demands full refund of monies paid to Festus Keyamo. A convicted Pakistani drug baron, Muhammad Khalid Khan, has accused Nigeria's Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, of swindling him from $480,000 in what he later found out to be a hoax ploy to prevent his extradition to the United States for drug trafficking charges back in 2019. Mr. Khan, who spoke exclusively to Reportera, the people who are reporting this news, has provided proof of wired funds in excess of $480,000 in Naira equivalent as at 2019 in over 10 tranches paid between 2nd February to 6th April 2019 to Festus Keyamo Chambers, Zenith Bank accounts in a bulk deal to drop the charges against him and effect his release. A deal that was aimed at preventing his extradition to the United States for drug trafficking charges following his arrest and detention at Kuje prison, where he was introduced to Keyamo by a highly connected inmate. Maybe we come back to Studio Angel. This one, na Keyamo. You know, saying don't they talk too much. Exactly. Since when he enter to aviation ministry, where he no waiting, plane don't begin they get mishap again. You understand me? Yeah. Yes. The other day now, we hear say Yesterday, just yesterday,
yes.
we hear say tire burst as they want take off. That plane where they come out from Lagos to Abuja.
Yeah,
that one burst. That one day one side. We see one minister where they talk say do clash landing. You understand? Now the ones where we say they talk. Now this same Festus Keyamo now. It don't they shut up. Before he talk say, you know what made them sack him, say won't take action. But as this man come out from jail, I don't hear this talk before, like 6 months ago. Now I hear this talk, but I know one chook my mouth inside. But as the man in talk say they don't release him from prison because later, the American people can't carry him from here, can't put him for prison and extradite him. Now he don't go prison finish, complete out. In talk saying go come back to Nigeria and Keyamo must give him money back. When I can't do small investigation, I can't see say then talk say the money where the man pay through Zenith Bank to Keyamo chambers, we don't see any service where they render and make them no talk say na service now they render the man. You understand what I mean? Okay.
The thing where they with Keyamo say na proud person. He go know say this job I no fit do am. But in long throat no go gree and say I no fit do this job. Because how he go promise person say he no go allow US come carry him from prison. But for your kolo eye, the man dey kuje. How he won't do am? Na US he won't bribe. I been waiting he won't bribe. Yet you collect the money. For your kolo eye, they carry the man come out. Why he no kukuma respect himself? Give the man him money back. I even thank God say the man they come back. And he must vomit the money. Even if you notice, say, now when he become minister for labor, now he do that thing. And that time, you go remember, say, all the whole local government where they for Nigeria, they give them money, allocation for those things to recruit job for youth. He no do am, he swallow the whole money alone. He no fit give account how that money go. Any money where enter in hand, I don't even understand
and
it.
And the FCC no one program. But make I
no,
follow
in Shebi Oshomolo say, enter APC and your sins will be forgiven.
Okay. So coming now, Esther, if you look at it from the other side, when Festus Keyamo waka enter, fly out, whether na US or been a UK go that time, you know say get one house where they display say him buy house.
Na
and
US.
then talk say na in sweats, na in use, you understand me? So you know say na this man money when don't dupe the man, you understand? Can't use the money, can't fly and go buy house, can't they pose with the house, and all of them, na them for this cabinet this entire.
Of course, now the thing, there are so much criminality in this government, and even no wonder they say best of same feathers flock together. No wonder if you look at this illegitimate cabinet, na criminals full there. So, but this one at this point now is a very weighty allegation against Festus Keyamo. So he has to come out and clear his name. And that's why they beg the man saying he go come when he go enter Nigeria. But men no do am for Nigeria Judiciary because they go just sweep everything. They go use a technicality, sweep everything under the carpet. So if you want if you carry and go in country or another country, go where then go probe am there, make vomit him money because the deal, he no strike with them and he failed to refund his money. So out of the two, one thing must jail.
Of course.
Anywhere where they mention Nigerian judiciary now, nobody they serious. Even for streets, if you tell person say you want carry and go court, you say go to court.
No, they even
you
take
understand?
you serious.
Even a small pikin of 5 years, the other day where would they talk? With the year small pikin, they tell you say go to court.
Of course.
The thing tell me, you understand? The whole place just they scattered.
Of course.
What is happening? But all the same hope they, you understand? Because all of us no go run come out for this country. Hope they will continue to the push. One day, monkey go market.
You no go return.
You no go come back. You understand me? And things go open. America, they experience this kind of thing and other things. So hope they. Would they talk say
if everybody don't they talk, and if we get one video where our own very own person, General Oluchi, which she display. Make we even watch that
about
video.
The corruption, how then they take collect money,
exactly.
How judges they take. Deal with people. You are very correct. Let's take a listen to General Oluchi. Credits to her. She they always come upright, show us all the things where we say we won and how the things they take down. And they even surprised how she they post like the judge himself because those. Let's take a look. Let's take a listen.
Good morning.
Good morning, my lord. This is Barrister Jude. I hope my lord is well rested today.
Barrister Jude, how can I help you? You should know that I don't take calls when a case is in court. And you know I'm a very busy judge, so what do you want?
I'm sorry, my lord. I just want to know if my lord has any additional question for my client.
I don't have any questions. I don't have any questions for you and your client.
All right, in that case, I guess my client will be a free man on Monday.
Your client committed a crime, Jude. He manufactured malaria drugs that killed 50 people within 5 years and succeeded in evading justice. How do you expect him to be a free man?
And my client is very, very sorry. Please don't take it personal. My client has been going through a lot lately. And he's almost going bankrupt with settlement. Please find a way to tender justice with mercy, my lord. This is why I just sent 100 million naira to your account.
I don't think 100 million naira is enough for me to review this case. I mean, we're talking about a criminal case here. Let me even look at this packet. I just received your alert, and I think I have a question for you after all. One thing that kept coming up while I was writing my judgment is the witness statements. None of them mentioned that your client forced them to take the drugs, did they?
No, my lord. My client only sold these drugs in the market. And he did not even force anyone to even take the drug. My client is not at fault here.
Well, you have a point there. And I see no reason an innocent man should be sent to prison. This was the missing piece of the whole argument. That will be all for now.
Thank you, my lord. I wish my lord a very good weekend. Thank you, my lord. I will see you in the next year. Thank you, my lord.
This is an interesting case. Did the petitioner submit enough evidence? I don't see any evidence in this packet. I had this sent directly from the court. I only have a 2-page argument here with no evidence, date or time of the incident. I'm looking at all these receipts and documents, and there's no place where the defendant forced them to take the drugs. I think I know what to do. Philip, please bring me those files. Bring the bucket of evidence. I want to review it one more time before Monday.
Thank you, Luchi Media, for this kind of won't this well on a display for us. Corruption where they for judiciary they too much. If we can't even mainstream media are saying it. It's being said everywhere, and no action is being taken. But let's take a listen to what Chidi and Carlo have to say about the clerical error that they said occurred in Kanu State election. Let's take a listen.
What the judgment is and not what is in the records. Everything I'm hearing here is very new.
Now, could there be, humanly speaking, Prof, and I'd like to ask this innocently on behalf of those who sat on the bench, could this be a clerical error, though?
Absolutely no. There is nothing, you see, there is a doctrine in law, actually, that applies to clerical errors in judgments. It's called the slip rule. Okay? So, for instance, if you want to write Wi-Fi and you write wife, that can be corrected. That's a clerical error. You know, so you can, with consent of the parties, of course, having notified them, reverse Wi-Fi, wife to Wi-Fi, all right? But you cannot, with consent of anyone, say that having awarded costs to me, you will cancel that and then award costs to the other party. Or having set aside the judgment of the lower court on record, you then come back and say that is an error. I would actually uphold the judgment of the lower court, because those are dispositive. Those are the dispositions of the court. Once you do that, that's final. The only way you can reopen that matter is upstairs, if there is still an opportunity, or a review if you're before the final court. That is not a clerical error. As that was the old law that I was taught. In this studio now, there is new law coming forth, and I've got to adjust to that.
A case of clerical issue or manipulation, Angel.
It's
now,
manipulation.
Pure manipulation. And they are now looking for Governor Abba Yusuf to serve him, you understand? If now you go agree, then can't serve you that kind document. As a matter of fact, it's up to Kanu people to actually take back their state, you understand?
Yes.
It's entirely up to them, and we encourage them to actually take back their state. So, Angel, what do you say finally?
Yeah, they are even doing it right away. Since morning, they have been in the streets.
Wow.
Yes, they have been protesting because they said they voted for the governor. So nobody can steal their mandate, just like they did for INEC declared the president and stole our mandate. So they don't need it. I even love that. They should do it, and do it well. They shouldn't even give up. If it means them staying there for 1 week, they should do that so that they will hear them and know. Yes, it's even there. Jackson, they said it. The protests against Bola Tinubu and his gang loading. Kanu, Lagos are warming up. The global protest against Bola Tinubu and his gang of criminals will be unprecedented. The list of coordinators for the 30 days non-violent worldwide protest in Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas will be released soon. Thank you so much, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Yes, we appreciate you now. Like, share, subscribe, make all the obedient they hear waiting they happen. Say Tinubu wants his name to be in the Guinness Book of Record. Now, they not go even give him one. Now, so many they go give him. In deserve him. They go give him very soon. May una no worry. We appreciate you now. Our judiciary now, criminal, in they be. No be saying na one person. All of them don't gang up. They are just cashing out. Because the next time where they go cash out again, na 4 years time. But anything where they do, make them know say there is something called karma. Because he go visit them one day. We love una, but God loves you more. Thank you so much. Bye for now.